What's up, you guys? Welcome to a new video from me, myself, and I. Today we are going to rank the um, systems that were in World of Warcraft. Now, obviously, I have put these into different categories in loved, liked, didn't mind it, disliked, hated, and obviously, as I haven't played through all of the expansions, either not completely or I just haven't experienced that certain system because of any reason, I will put it in didn't experience. Um, let's start with artifact weapons. And I will tell you, I liked artifact weapons. I think they should do something very similar like this, but not have it be taken away in the next, like in the expansion after. I think they should keep this, and we should be able to make our own legendary weapon, like our personal iconic weapon. It'd be so cool, right? And I mean, even like it doesn't need to be a weapon. It could also be something else, but a weapon would be, I think, the simplest to do that for. And because, like, if you think about like important people, like most of the time, you think of their weapon most of the time, right? Um, But yeah, that's definitely my opinion. Like, I love the artifact weapons, the different like styles and stuff like that. Be sick. It'd be really really cool. Next, Asheran. I see. I don't really know what they mean with this. Do they mean the PvP in there? Because I did not experience it. That's the simple part of it. Azeroth armor. I honestly, did I like it? Did I love it? I think it's more of a I didn't mind, because I liked that it had special abilities in that armor piece, I guess. But over a while, it kind of became more of a, this is meta, this is what I picked, right? But it was fun, I guess. But yeah, I definitely didn't mind it once I understood it. Badge vendors. I think badge vendors is like every badge thing, right? So this includes like, does this include PvP vendors? No, they're different. Okay. Uh, I probably say don't mind it. It's nothing crazy, I'd say. Uh, Bentic gear. I think this was the upgradable gear, right? I didn't mind it. It's nothing like super crazy, but yeah, didn't mind it. BFA mission tables. I I'm okay with it being in the game, but I don't care about it. That's why I will dislike it. It's the same with the Legion mission table, and it's the same with the. I mean, it's basically with all the mission tables, right? So, let me see if I can find them here. Walled mission table. Where is the other one? Okay. It doesn't say here, but that's fine. Or I'm looking over it, and I'll come to that later. Brawlers Guild. I'm pretty sure I've done this once, but I didn't like it, so I'll put it in dislike. Um, challenge mode. I have not experienced that because that's Wallet Tranor, right? Chromie time. Chromie time is incredible. It could use some changes though. Conduits. Conduits are an overplexed piece of shit. Sorry. It is what it is. It is basically the similar thing as Asheran armor, but just in a single spot. But honestly, they could have just kept that out of the game. Like, just work on something. Corruptions. I dislike it for a reason. It's a cool idea because I definitely like the idea of like, you know, getting a buff but getting punished by it as well, right? Because you're kind of using forbidden power in a way, and that idea is cool, but having to deal with that with the affixes in Mythic Plus and with the normal mechanics and having to think about, okay, hold up, let's bring this to card. Mythic Plus scenario, right? You have to make sure everything goes well, right? So if you would be using corruption, you have to be as DPS, you have to make sure you are doing your efficient or ultimate uh, damage output or healing output or, you know, aggro in case you're a tank, right? But let's keep going for the DPS standpoint, right? Because that's most players, right? So efficient output for DPS, making sure you avoid mechanics, making sure you interrupt things that have to be interrupted, making sure you uh, uh, think about the affixes that are currently in play, making sure to have the seasonal affix in mind, having to deal with your corruption because you have corruption on your gear. Um, and then obviously crowd control, like for other things, right? That's already like 7 things you had to keep in mind, and then you're getting stressed with the timer as well. That's 7 things. So that's my opinion on corruption. Cool idea, but it sucks for Mythic Plus. But I think that's more of a Mythic Plus problem than a corruption problem in a way. But Covenants, I I I liked Covenants, but I would have put it in Loved if it worked slightly different. I wish Covenants would override the faction back then. Because cross faction, I adore. It needs to be more. Um, and that's what I was hoping that they would do with Covenants, so that you can join Covenants and then people that join that same Covenant can do things together. Right? Like the Covenant is your new faction, and that would still work. Customer support. I mean, is it a system? It's there, you know? It's there. It exists, and that's a good thing. Essence power. Essence power, I think it's on par with the Azerite armor. The yeah, nothing really crazy about it, I'd say. Garrison. Garrison is in this weird spot that I liked it, but I also hate it. So I'll put it in didn't mind. The reason why I liked it is because it's player housing in a way, and it's kind of what we, you know, it's our own little place. But I hate it because the fact that we should have had so much more. customization for it. Like, how cool would it be if we could have expanded it even more? Like, instead of upgrading it to tier 3, to tier 5. That'd be so much cooler. But we didn't. And we could, like, maybe, like, changing the style, right? What if you were, like, what if you're a night elf and you can change your theme of your city to elven, right? To night elven. And then the buildings would be in a night elf style instead of the human which is used. That'd be a cool touch. But I mean, a lot of people have complained about that, so glyphs. I quite like glyphs. Not loved, but I quite like glyphs. I use quite a couple of them. Like the was it the astral one for balance druid? You know, the one where you're basically just a moon variant of your actual character instead of your moonkin form. The was it like the decayed wings on Demon Hunter, etc., etc. Hard mode. I think it's pointless. Like, why do we need an extra hard mode? I just think it's pointless. In my opinion. Horrific visions of Nazov. I didn't like these. Just because I'm pretty sure I had to do them or something. So, yeah. Here is Shadowland mission table. By the way, Shadowland's mission table was even worse than the other ones. But yeah, it just I'm putting them in hated. Also, let me get rid of a few that I haven't experienced myself as well. Mob legendary clothes. I didn't play a Mr. Pandaria, so that one is gone. I didn't experience 10-man raiding and 20-man raiding back then. I didn't do scenarios back then. And I don't think Master Looter have experienced 40-man raiding and 25-man raiding of mob. Wait, is 10-man raiding the new raiding? Or is that like, I don't know. I'll put it. I'll put this as my normal rating experience, so I'll say it's decent. LFR, I actually like it in a way, and looking for dungeon is great, in my opinion. Netherlight Crucible, I didn't experience. And the old talent system, I didn't experience. Anything else? I think. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so LFR, I don't mind because it's nice to just, you know, be able to do the raid like this. And not have to worry too much about shit. And hopefully still complete it. But yeah. Island expeditions. I dislike them purely because of the fact that I was hoping for them to be like an open world thing. That's it. Legendary Cloak. I like that. It gave me a little bit of the artifact feeling. So I'm alright with that. Here, Warlord's Drano Legendary Rings. I've not done that. Warfronts. I didn't mind. They were very fun at the beginning, but definitely became a little bit stale over time. Uh, so yeah, I would say that Mythic Plus is great. Mop I didn't do. Mage Tower I didn't do actually, and I I don't think I've done Shards of Domination, and I didn't get to experience Shadowlands Legendary or Rune Forging and weapon skills. But the idea of weapon skills, I kind of get it, and I kind of like the thinking behind it. So, um, Legion legendaries. I mean, I have to say I like them because I remember the neck legendary where you got like a shield of like a crazy amount of health every 30 seconds, which just felt so good. So yeah, I very much like the Legion legendaries. I think they were great. Um, Item levels. I mean, isn't this just a great one? It just makes you be able to see your set, see it much better. Transmog is one of the best things they added, although I think they should expand or like get rid of the limitations, because some things that are cloth items, but they look like a leather piece, and it's like what, or the other way around. And also, it sucks so much that I get items. So let's say I'm leveling a warrior through a zone, and I'm getting like cloth items and leather and mail things, but they don't go into my collectible appearance, even though that technically I've looted the item. Why can I not? Why do I have to take an extra step to send it over to that designated character that can learn the collection thing for it? Like, it's so annoying. Just let me collect it on that character and add it to the correct one then. Pathfinder. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I think I know what they're talking about with Pathfinder. Wait. Mythic plus Kashi. I honestly still prefer the chest over the vault right now. I don't mind the vault, and I know what they were trying to go with. Where is it? Hello, vault. Where are you? He locked himself up. Ah, here, the Great Vault. I don't mind the vault. I kind of liked it, but I don't know, the chest just felt different and nicer. Well, not nicer in the way like you could get 60 billion wrists week after week, and that didn't feel nice, right? But I kind of hope that it was more like the chest would stay the same, and you would just open the chest, and it would have three different pieces, for example, and you just pick one of them. So kind of like the Great Vault, right? But just the chest would stay that, and it wouldn't change into a vault. So I guess that's my only thing that I dislike. Maybe because I'm just so used to the chests. PvP cache. Uh, didn't mind it. I had it a couple times, but not a crazy amount. I don't think I've experienced reforging though. PvP vendor upgrades. I think that's in. Yeah, I don't mind them. PvP vendors, I don't mind them either, but I do think they could be a little bit better in certain things. Dragonfly talent trees, I liked a lot, but I definitely didn't mind the mob talent trees. I don't mind them, but I think the Dragonfly talent trees definitely are an improvement. Threats of Fate were very disappointing to me. as I talked in one of my previous the expansion one. So the one where I talked about the Shadowlands expansion, that's where I explained about Threads of Fate and what I thought about that. So if you're curious, that's where you have to be. Heirlooms, I liked it, but the only thing that I would say is it's way too bloody expensive. Valorant Justice Points. I don't have that experience. Cypher of the first one, it's a piece of shit. I hated that so much. Paragon reps, I don't mind. Tertiary stats, I actually kind of like that. I wish that would be more frequent, but there were like more different stats for it. Just so that armor pieces would be more unique for the people that would get them. But more like indeed like leech avoidance. It's like things that aren't that crazy important, right? Just like you could say like, hey, I got this armor piece with like this extra stat that you don't have, you know? I don't like daily quests. I think they're so annoying because they're the same quest every damn time. It's just boring AF. Wither training, I'm gonna say I didn't experience it because I've only done that a few times and I kind of forgot that it existed. Arena, I like Arena, but only when I have my friends along. Order Hall, I very much liked it as a base of operation. Meet and greet, I don't mind. Personal loot, I like. Time walking, I don't mind it, but there are quite a few time walking like expansions where just like I don't like it at all. So artifact power, I didn't mind it at the time, but it was definitely too much. Dragon riding, I do like, but maintaining the figure is a bit frustrating at times, and the fact that you cannot float kind of sucks. But you know, Torghast I probably liked a lot, but it's mostly probably because of the fact that I was doing it very casually, and I was just having fun with like all the crazy abilities that you got. So I wasn't like really doing it for like min-maxing or anything. So I guess that's why my opinion is liked on that, and other people would probably say disliked or something. Professions, I don't mind. I never really got into professions until like recently. I've started to do mining, herbalism, and skinning because I'm lazy, and those are like the more easily to do. I remember doing engineering to when I was twinking with my best friend. But besides that, not a lot. I always said that I would try to get into it, never really did until like recently. So let's hope I keep it that way. Battlegrounds, I like. Think they're fun. Most of them. There are a couple of stinkers in there, but you know, there are really good ones in there as well. World quests, I don't mind them. You know, they're there. Creation Catalyst, same thing. I don't mind them. Achievements, same thing. They're just there. Tier sets, fine. You know, whatever, right? Flexible rating, don't mind it either. Pet paddles, I don't mind it either. I mean, I do have a lot of pets and stuff like that, and you know, yeah, I'm fine with it. So, and then we come to Pathfinder, which I honestly hate. I hate that you have to do an achievement to become better in flying. It doesn't make a damn fucking sense. Why am I supposed to do an achievement to unlock flying? It's stupid. It should never be a thing. It should have always just been. We should just always learn to fly in this area, right? Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Like how would it make sense that even like now in Dragonflight, right? We already know how to fly in Northrend, in Pandaria, in Kalimdor, in Outland, in Draenor, in Legion. It in like we even know how to fly in bloody the other side of the freaking system, you know, Shadowlands, right? In the Death World. Like, why can we not fly in Dragonfly, which is an island on Azeroth? What is was it gonna be like a bloody plane? You know, oh, it can fly over America, but then suddenly when it reaches the border of Europe, it's gonna like drop to the freaking floor. It's not how that works. So there we go, and then the game is gonna be yeah. I'm sorry, plane, but you have to complete this achievement first before you can fly over our freaking land. I was like, what? Anyway, that's my thingy. Now the controversial one, Titan forging. In my opinion, I actually really quite liked Titan forging. To a surprise. I don't know why, but I just always had that satisfaction when something Warforged or Titan forged. It was just so satisfying. It's like, oh my god, it Titan forged. It's kind of like when you get well, you have that now with socket slots, right? It's like, oh my god, I got a socket slot, right? That's kind of sick. And that happened with Titan forging, but a lot of people don't like it. It is what it is. But that was that tier list for all the systems in World of Warcraft. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And obviously, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more of this nonsense. And hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.